So the side today, let's just quickly go through the lines today. Marcus Dewhurst in goal, Rhys McNally, Brad Nicholson, George Cantrell, Hamza Ben-Sharif, Kennedy Diggy in for Scott Garner, Lee Shaw, Jamie Spencer, Aaron Martin, Aram Solomon and Gabriel Johnson. On the bench, Kane Felix, Lloyd Allison, Alex Starchenko and Paul Clayton.
Catherine Gordon saying, "Come on, you Lions," and then Peter Guiseley trying to listen in at Silverstone at the touring car racing. That sounds like an excellent weekend.
Balls forward now, Guisey on the edge of the area here with Johnson, who takes a shot. What a drive! What a strike from Gabriel Johnson. Picked up the ball on the edge of the 18-yard box and fired it past Zach Jaycock. The Lions lead. 5 minutes gone. Throw in now. Picked up here by Cotweaker on the edge of the 18-yard box into Hanks once again. The ball goes through, but Dewhurst is there. On the edge of the 6-yard box, spills it inexplicably. The ball deflects wide. And there's protest, but Marcus Dewhurst, I don't know why he couldn't hold on to the ball. He seemed to have it in his grasp inside the 6-yard box. It escaped him. The shot then came in, but somehow deflects wide. Remarkable save there, a remarkable few moments there.
Yeah.
Tell from this angle, the corner now from the left-hand side. Gloucester turned the screw since they went that goal down. The ball floated in and once again, headed away this time by Martin, who's deep in defensive duties at the moment. The possession reclaimed by Gloucester inside the centre circle, played forward here by Harper, but intercepted. Now Johnson, the goal scorer, collects on the right-hand side, cuts in field now, trying to go past one man. He's got options with Solomon on his left. He plays it out to Solomon, edge of the 18-yard box on the left-hand side. Now goes in towards the angle to find a shot, and there's a drive that comes in there from Spencer, but it's the wrong side of the upright. Chris celebrates temporarily as he thinks it's gone the other side. Yeah. Bradford Park Avenue trailing at Brackley as well. Chester 1, Leamington 1. Just another score news. Corner from the right-hand side, floats in. Oh, it's a good header, hits the crossbar from the edge of the 18-yard box. Joe Hank.
A couple of times in the week as well.
Corner comes in towards the back post. Another player goes down. Big shout again from the Gloucester players. Referee again unmoved, but the ball still not cleared by Guisey. And Solomon in the wrong end of the pitch for him, having to battle and defend up by the corner flag, trying to get the ball away from Avery, who does well to win it. Now, and another shout for a foul that I don't know quite where that one's coming from, because Cantrell does well to win possession. Picked up here from Hamilton, who's under pressure now from Johnson, who wins it. Now Lee Shaw collects. He's only got Harper to beat from the back line. He does. He takes him on for pace, goes in towards the penalty area. Only the goalkeeper to shoot, but the shot is slightly blocked by Harper, who does well to recover. Throw in for Gloucester on the left-hand side. Vincent Harper plays it down the left flank, headed away this time up towards Shaw, who can only really flick it on as the ball comes at him at pace in the air. And Guisey, to watch as the goalkeeper plays it back into the Lions half. A little flick on there from Hamza Ben-Sharif. Oh, this time the free kick's been given after a bit of a thought. The referee decides that that was a foul. I'm not quite sure about that. I think if you claim for enough, you eventually get one. It's a bit of the Chester philosophy, I think, that we noticed the other week. Claim for everything from the first minute. But there may well have been a foul in this occasion. The ball is about 10 yards up from the edge of the centre circle. Right-hand side, floated into the box, headed up by Martin. Not convincingly, it's going to be picked up on the left-hand side now as the ball is returned at speed into the box and headed in. It's an equaliser, and it's Marlon Jackson with the goal. A beautifully flighted cross, met well by Jackson, and it's an equalising goal for Gloucester City, and you have to say they've deserved it. Yeah, could have been us this season, couldn't it? Watching,
that's true.
Guys are getting thumped many weeks. Like Gloucester, surely though they've had a bit of a recovery.
Yeah, they've started to pick up some points, haven't they? But they certainly started the season bang out of form.
Ball's just been headed away by Kennedy Diggy. Now this time a free kick's been given. Aaron Martin has gone to the head of the Gloucester player. Referee has been in front of it. I don't know quite what's gone on there. Well, he doesn't seem to be taking action, or is he calling Aaron Martin over?
I don't know, but
now there's a bit of a fracas, and now there's some pushing and shoving, and there's quite a number of players all coming together inside the Guisey half.
Well, there was a
the
hand
referee
in the face.
has just got to try and get this sorted for a moment, because there's all sorts of players around each other.
There was a hand in the face from Marlon Jackson on Jamie Spencer in the aftermath of that.
And we just wait for a minute while we just wait and see what's going on here. The referee is calling over both linesmen to speak to decide what's happening. But I think there's going to be cards here, and I'm surprised actually he didn't react. It looked like Aaron Martin had gone to the head of the opponent, Chris Knowles, and I was half expecting that to be responded to immediately with a card. If nothing else, a card or a whistle. If nothing else, you would expect just a calming down moment.
Yeah, let's just see what happens here. This is, for me, all hinges on what the assistant saw. It's as simple as that. I mean, the fact that he's called them both across, he's taking advice from the man from the far side, who's closest to it. I'm curious to know whether or not he watched Marlon Jackson shove Jamie Spencer in the neck/lower face, and he's calling across the players he wants, including Aaron Martin. I think this is red.
Yeah,
back pocket
Aaron
job.
Martin's red card. Aaron Martin's been sent off. A red miss moment for Aaron Martin. Off, that'll be a 3-game suspension. Dewhurst plays it up in the air, up towards Lee Short. Guys, he's currently sole outlet. Won here by Spencer, who's... Oh, that's a bad challenge on Spencer, and the reactions are high again, and Marlon Jackson is going to be in trouble as well. Guys, you just need to keep their heads. Both sets of players need to keep their heads. Hamza Ben Sharif is protesting. Referee again is coming across, and he wants to speak to the... But I have to say that was not a pretty challenge there from Marlon Jackson. And the referee's got another decision to take here. I would think I would go yellow, to be perfectly honest. I would think that would be a yellow card. But you can see immediately Guiseley players trying to protest the case for a red. Yeah,
it's going to be a booking.
It's got to be a booking, hasn't it? It's no more than that.
At least a booking. It was a horrible challenge. It's definitely what you put in striker's challenge, but from behind.
There was some afters from something that's gone on before. That's
why that's happened.
But the challenge itself was a yellow card.
Yeah, but hang on.
Chesterfield 2-1 now against Aldershot. There was
Jamie Spencer after the altercation previously that was missed by both assistant and referee.
To Dewhurst forced to blast the ball hurriedly up in the air. It hangs in the air like it does today forever before landing on the halfway line, and there's a almighty scramble to try and win possession, and some really good footwork here from Harper to claim the ball and then play it out to the right-hand side where Kotwika will collect just up from the corner flag, now looking to get the angle for the cross-in, does with his left foot, floated up towards the back post, headed in. Luke Roos has added the second and given Gloucester the lead and turned the game on its head. Gloucester City 2, Guiseley 1.
Wonderful cross-in from this Gloucester right-hand side. And there was the diving header of Luke Roos.
Initially looked like it was going to get given, but there was a bit of a fracas afterwards, and then referee took advice from the linesman and red it was. And Gloucester have the ball again, and this time a shot from...
Also at CB15, 4 of the top 7 currently losing.
Long throw into the box, headed up and away onto the edge of the 18-yard box, nodded away again. Now guys, you have to watch out for the counter-attack. George Cantrell gets a foot in there, but it's a real chase on here to get the ball that's bumped into the Lions box. Starchenko does well. Dewhurst now claims possession. There's almost a clearance blocked. Now it's won by Jackson. Jackson to put this to bed, gets the ball through the goalkeeper into the net. The lines were stretched, didn't really clean our lines well enough, and Marlon Jackson seconds has won this game for Gloucester. It's now Gloucester City 3, Guiseley 1. It's good news for Bradford Park Avenue. Game's finished.
I genuinely thought they'd pulled one back then, but no. It's just over.
And thankfully for us, it's over as well. Well, what a dismal afternoon for the Lions.
A real bad day at the office it's turned out to be. I thought we started well, got on the front foot, got a great goal, and from then on we didn't manage the next 15 minutes after we'd scored very well. In all honesty, I think the equaliser were coming. We thought we could have took control of the goal, took control of the game at 1-0, and we haven't. And they've fought their way back in, and as the game's gone, and then this silly red card from Aaron. I'm not sure how much a red card it is. I've not seen it. All I know is I looked at the referee's reaction. He'd not seen anything. The linesman had not seen anything. Then they got to a red card. So I'm not too sure how they got to it, but that's the turning point of the game. And like you say, forget about it as much as we can. Try and forget about it and move on to next week.
Must have been a tough half-time team talk when you're going in. They've obviously got the momentum and a 10-man opposition to play. What were your thoughts at the break?
Well, we still fancied ourselves a little bit with 10 men, to be honest. We've made the change tactically. We've still tried to go with 2 up front, and we thought that we could go out and, maybe put them under a lot more pressure than we did. And I thought we started all right, and then the lads made a good run right into our box and got the goal, and it's knocked the stuffing out of us, in all honesty. So, we're a difficult team to overlay. We've tried to be positive, tried to keep the 2 up front, and it's not worked out for us.
I had to pick out positives, I suppose, on a day like this. But what a goal that got us off to the great start. Gabriel Johnson, that's going to be up for one of the goal of the month contenders.
It was a great goal. I thought I thought we started well. Worked a good goal. Whether we scored too early, I'm not too sure. But then I don't know whether we took his foot off or what's happened at that point. That's when we talk about managing games and getting his relentless mentality where we want it, and we haven't. And to be fair to them, they've turned that next 5-10 minutes round, and I think that's a big part of the game where we've got beat today, the next 10-15 minutes after we'd scored, and fair play to Gloucester, and we'll have to move on.
So FA Cup next week, something different to look forward to, a trip to Peterborough Sports, bit of an unknown quantity. It is, yeah. It's going to be a difficult game. We all know what the FA Cup brings to everybody, and we'll be looking forward to it. It's an away game. We'd rather have had it at home, but we'll be looking forward to it. We'll lick his wounds today. Hopefully have a good week of training this week, and we'll be ready for it next week.